On today's menu, we're going to be doing Red Lobster Cheddar Bay Biscuits. So this is a copycat, okay? You're watching the Bear Pantry Show. Say hello to Mama.
Hi everybody.
She's not shy, okay? Joe and I are working hard finding these days. Say hello to my guest, Mario Ramirez from
Box 11.
Oxtails. Today I've got Jory because Joe's sick.
And I'm leaving.
And, yes, Jory's sick.
Best kid.
And we're Honorable Mayor Aquanetta 1.
Attack!
Where shall we start? Because it all looks so good. Let's start with this bread.
You're watching the Bear Pantry Show with my sister.
Now you guys know you're like me. When you go to Red Lobster, you don't go for the lobster and the shrimp and all that stuff. You go for the biscuits, okay? So let me show you the ingredients that we're gonna need so you can recreate this at home. 2 cups of all-purpose flour, and it's not sifted. This is a stick of butter that I've diced into little cubes and put it in the fridge to remain cold. A teaspoon of baking powder, not baking soda. 1 cup of milk. This is a teaspoon of each. This is salt, garlic powder, and parsley flakes. Now you can switch this out and just put garlic salt, but I don't use that because it has MSG, so I make my own garlic salt. This is for the top, for the dressing. So this is just a couple of tablespoons of butter, a teaspoon each of garlic salt, not garlic salt, garlic powder and salt, and a couple teaspoons of the dried parsley flakes. And of course, the secret ingredient is cheese. You can buy the shredded stuff, but that stuff always tends to be dry. So I'm just going to go ahead and grate a couple cups of this, all right? All right, guys, we want to start off with the flour first in a big bowl. I'm just going to do all the dry ingredients. The baking powder, parsley flakes, salt, and garlic powder. And you can put less salt if you're watching your sodium, okay? Just mix that in. To this, we're gonna add the cheese. You can do 1 cup of cheese. You can do a couple cups. You can do a cup and a half. So this is about a couple cups. You want a lot of cheese in it. Now, somebody gave me this for the show to cut the butter in. But every time you do that, you still have to go and clean the stuff out of here. So I don't mess with that stuff too much. I just go ahead and use my fingers, okay? My hands are clean in case you wanted to know. So now what I'm gonna do is cut my butter in. You can see they're in little bitty pieces like this. If you have trouble cutting butter into stuff, just go ahead and nuke the butter in the microwave for a little bit and get it in there soft, okay? So let me break this up. I'm gonna use my fingertips to just kind of make sure the butter gets well incorporated into the flour. And when I come back, we're gonna be adding the milk to this, all right? It's time to add the milk. Take a look, see. You know what I like when I meet you guys in public? You guys tell me, I love your show. You taught me how to do this, this, and this. But we don't just love that you cook and show us stuff. We love your personality. I was like, that's so cool to hear, you know? So anyways, ideally, this should become very sticky. That's what the recipe says. Make it very sticky and then drop it as, let me take this off because it's making too much noise. Drop it as dollops on the thingy, but every time I do that, they come out odd shaped and they're ugly. So I'm gonna roll these, so I don't wanna get it too sticky. Are you guys like me when you go to Red Lobster? When we first sit down, they bring like 4 biscuits in the basket, right? Joe will always eat 1, and I'll take my little Ziploc bag out my purse, and I'll put 3 in my purse. I'm not really stealing it because they gave it to us, right? But I put those 3 away. So then the guy will come. Usually it's a guy that takes care of us. He'll come and he'll start striking up a conversation because you know they want a good tip, so they make sure that they're pleasant. And with me, the minute you start talking to me, you're going to hear about what I do. I do YouTube, cooking, love Red Lobster, yada yada. And so once they hear that, they come back with like 5, 6, 7 more biscuits. And then I'll eat 1 and then put the rest in my little Ziploc bag. And they'll come and they go, you want more biscuits? I'm like, yeah, I got kids at home. And so by the time we get back, we have 10, 12, 13 biscuits from Red Lobster, see? You guys see the milk? This is a cup of milk, and I'm not going to use it all because I don't want it to get much more sticky than this, but take a look. Let me have Joshua come in with the camera. Doesn't it look already? See, because of the parsley and all that stuff? Yes, and this is a video that I've done before at the site, but I'm gonna make that video unlisted because I want this to be my video with Red Lobster biscuits. Let's see. Don't put any flour in your hand, but just kind of roll it. And we should get like 8. But I'm rolling that kind of small, so maybe I should go bigger. You go a little bit bigger. Okay, there. I might redo that one. Let's see. And this is how you can get stuff easy on a pan. I mean, even. Instead of just coming down the row, put one there and put one here. And then you're gonna know to fill in the blanks. So you won't have to move around all your biscuits, you know? So, and I forgot to tell you guys that I preheated the oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit because these are gonna bake pretty fast. They're gonna go for like 18 minutes the most. And we're gonna have to keep an eye on them. But, let me go ahead and roll these off to get 8 even biscuits. Oh, I just told you and I didn't do that. 8 even biscuits. And then, gonna be ready for the oven. Joshua was in my brain just now because I got 8 plus this one brata. Brata in Creole means 1 extra. And Joshua goes, a baker's dozen. I'm like, I thought the same thing, but it's not a dozen. So you can't say a baker's dozen, but we got 1 for the baker, okay? So, let me go ahead and put this in the oven. It's ready at 400. Let me wash my hands first. Then we're gonna come stick it in the oven, set the timer, and then I'm gonna go put this in the data entry program and tell you how many calories is in each, all right? So let me wash my hands first. So see the nutrition facts here, guys. It's 310 calorie per biscuit if you get 9 biscuits, all right? The total fat is 19.8 gram. Sodium is 517.4. That's a lot if you're only, getting in like 1,500 to 2,000 mgs of sodium a day. The total carb is 23.2 and very little dietary fiber, a lot of sugar, and 10 grams of protein. Quite done, so let me let them go another 5 minutes. Look at these beauties. They went for a total of 28 minutes. If you want them to be more brown, you can make them go a little bit longer. Let's see how they look underneath. Let's make sure they're not burning. Ooh, that's good. And loosen each of them up. I think this more looks like the size that you would get at Red Lobster. So I think really you should get the 8, but I got 9. I'm gonna eat a smaller one because I'm watching my calories. But you guys saw, right? If you get 9, each of these is 310 calories. Oh, why? Mix all this in the melted butter. I just nuked it in the microwave for like 30 seconds or so. Mix it up. They did go a little bit longer than I said before. I said 18 minutes, they went for 28, okay? They could have even gone a little bit longer if you wanted a little bit darker. So let me go ahead and get some of this stuff dabbed onto each and every one of them. You guys know how we do it, right? Bring it outside, take our thumbnail. Take a look, guys. Let's break it open. Ooh la la. Gorgeous. Yes. Yes, like I said, you could go a few more minutes if you want it more brown on the top. But who can wait for that? Shout out to my sponsors. You guys make this happen. I go live every Tuesday now. And I have my super chats turned on. Joshua wants some so bad. Let me show you guys something. Is it worth eating one of these for 310 calories versus, hold on. A slice of this for 357 calories. Let's see what a slice looks like. It's like a sliver. That's the dilemma I'm dealing with today. I can only eat one or the other. And it doesn't count that I tasted that just now. That does not count. Thanks for watching, guys. As usual, please share for me. Please go ahead and leave a comment. And don't forget to subscribe. See you guys soon. Bye-bye. Thanks for making it all the way to the end of the video. Don't forget to check out Bear Pantry Talk for product reviews or Babs Bear Talk for daily vlogs. Also follow me on social media. All links are listed below.